Success is meant for you, and you know that. You know success is meant for you. You know you're supposed to go get whatever dream it is that you want. You were put on this planet to get every single thing that you want. God created you, the universe, whatever you believe in, put you on this planet to go get every single thing that you want. This life is literally a video game. We wake up every day and we're like, oh, what can I get today? You know, what can I accomplish today? What can I go achieve today? You were put in this earth to create your reality. This world was built for you, not against you. The world is not happening to you. The world is happening through you, based on who you're being every single day. I talk about this all the time. It's all about who you are being every single day. Until you make that shift of understanding that the world is not happening to you, but it's happening through you. And every day you wake up, it's a choice to create your reality, to mold your reality. You will forever be a victim to this reality. You and I know you are meant and put on this earth for a specific dream that you're holding on to. You have to let go of the aspect of you who doesn't believe that. You have to tap back into yourself, tap back into your confidence. Chances are your confidence was probably stripped away at some time growing up, some experience that happened to you, something like that. Therefore, now you don't feel that confidence no more. You don't feel grounded in yourself. So every time you get that desire, every time you get that dream, every time it's like, oh, that's what I need to do, you slow down after a little bit. You second guess yourself. Oh, I don't know if that's how it works. Oh, this business it's a little oversaturated. You know, oh, that dream right there, yeah, bro, it's too much competition. But that's exactly what's calling you. That's exactly where you should be going toward. In order to where I am, I had to build a sense of confidence, almost a sense of ego, a sense of I am better, right? Not necessarily better than you or better than anybody else, but I'm just better. You know, I'm gonna be my best. You know what I'm saying? So when I think about my dream, when I think about me and my parents' crib around 2 years ago, now I'm in the middle of the city of Atlanta, I had this thought in my mind. I knew I had to come get this. I knew this was mine at the time. You know, in order for you to watch this video, you have to be aligned to it. You don't get anything in this world that you are not. You are literally a magnet. You attract who you are. You attract what you are, right? We can go deep. I say this example all the time. What happens when it's like, oh, I want that car? You start thinking, oh, I want that car right there that I want to buy. What happens when you start thinking, oh, that's my favorite car right there, I want that car? You start seeing it everywhere. It's because you're a magnet. You watching this video tells me and tells yourself that you're gonna be successful, that you're meant for success, that you're not meant to be living this bullshit life that you possibly living right now. You're meant for success. You cannot attract who you're not, right? If you go on your YouTube page and you look at your whole entire timeline, it will tell you who you are. If you watch bullshit videos, you're gonna see all the bullshit videos, and chances are you're gonna click on them, right? Subconsciously, you'll click on these videos. Why? Because it's a part of you. It's who you are. You will not click on this video unless you resonate with this video. You're meant for success. You're meant to be a winner. You're meant to be extremely confident to the point where people don't even like it. You're meant for that. You would not resonate with this video if that wasn't the case. You would have clicked off by now. If you're still watching, everything that I'm saying is facts for you. You feel it within. You're meant to be confident. You're meant to be extremely confident to the point where people call you delusional. It's not delusion though, because you feel it. You're meant to feel that. You're meant to build your dream reality. Anything you want in this world, you have to be able to go get it. But it first starts with confidence. It first starts with understanding that this world is built for you. This world is built for me, right? When I look around, I don't see a world separate to me. I see the world working for me, right? What does that mean? I feel like the world is gonna bring me things. I feel like the world is gonna bring me ideas. I feel like the world is gonna sort itself in my favor, right? If I think of starting a business, I'm not thinking, damn, how am I gonna get there? Damn, I'm not too sure. I'll literally be like, damn, I'm gonna start this business and we're gonna figure it out. It's gonna align itself in my way. Just like it's been doing for you all the time. Your whole entire life, your life has been aligning and aligning and aligning. But for some odd reason, there's that one thing in your life that you wanna get towards, that success you wanna break past. Right? But you just don't want to allow it. Allow the world to work for you. Because you have to understand that you were placed on this planet by God, the universe, whatever you believe in, as a chosen one, right? I don't even like using that word chosen one because we're all chosen, right? But you watching this, you need to have a sense of confidence, a sense of belief in yourself to understand that, damn, this really is my world, right? Y'all know the world is yours little picture or whatever. Right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You have to feel that within. The world is yours. Right? If I want something right now, I can go get it. And I know the world will align itself in a way that resonate with what I want. Just like I said, when you want a car, all of a sudden it starts popping out left and right. Why is that? Isn't that the world working for you? Huh? Once you say, okay, I want this pair of shoes, all of a sudden people popping around left and right with them. That is the world working for you, right? The world is a mirror of who you are. So chances are right now, if you're currently going through things, if you know you're not succeeding, you're waiting for that breakthrough, things are a little hard right now, you have to be able to look at yourself and say, what am I always focusing on? What am I communicating with the world? What am I communicating with God, or whatever the hell you believe in? What are you communicating with it? And how you communicate with it is based on how you feel, who you're being in the moment, right? Because you're projecting things. Oh, I don't know if today's just not going to be such a good day. You're projecting that. Now things are going to keep happening, right? Because like I said, the world works for you. If you say, oh, I don't know, today might not be such a good day, the world is going to work for you, right? What happens when you wake up in the morning and you just have a bad start to the morning? And it's just like, damn, this day is already pissing me off. The day keep pissing you off more, right? Because the world is working for you. The world is a mirror of you. Understanding that if the world is a mirror of me, what I'm being is going to mirror it. So if you're not succeeding in your life, it's because you're not succeeding within. It's a blueprint, y'all. This is not woo-woo talking. I'm not woo-woo talking. This is what you see on a daily basis. You can sit here and look at me and say, you're right. Yeah, like I feel that, right? You could sit here and be like, damn, I feel that. That's facts. I gave a perfect example. When you start seeing a car that you want, you might look it up online once. All of a sudden, you walk out the crib. Oh, the car right there. Oh, that same color right there. It is a mirror. And if it's a mirror, you start understanding that this world is for me. Almost the world is me. Right? What I feel, what I reflect, how I'm feeling in this moment, what I think, it's going to reflect it. Meaning that, hold on, if I think I'm the best, I'm the most confident, I can do anything I put my mind to, the world will reflect that. The world will show me that. You start getting things and you be like, damn, I know that shit. Cool, right? Like I'm currently living one of my dream lives. You know what I'm saying? Because I have multiple. I'm living one of my dream lives, but it's pretty normal to me, right? That's another thing about normalizing things. Once you start getting things, once you get to a specific version of yourself, it becomes normal, right? And making $50,000 a month to me is not a hooray. I don't know. You know, maybe when I get to like $1 million a month, I might hit a little hooray. But after a while, it'll become who I am, right? I'm already it right now. I haven't hit $1 million a month yet, but that's already who I am, right? I already feel like that person. I already walk like that person. I already talk like that person. You know what I'm saying? But you start understanding that, you start normalizing things. This is normal to me. I do apologize, y'all. My phone just fell and stuff like that. But like I was saying, you gotta have some kind of sense of confidence, bro. You know, this is very normal to me here. Like the life I'm living is very normal. All right, like this is my base at this point. A lot of people like to hate on the ego. Oh, you gotta dumb your ego down. Oh, let go of your ego. To be quite honest, your ego is what makes you successful if you really look at it, right? Like the sense of you wanting to be the best, the sense of you even wanting success, right? The sense of you wanting more than enough, that's a part of the ego, right? A lot of people dumb their ego down. I was just talking to my homeboy about this, right? Oh, we've dumbed our ego down. Oh, it's okay. I'll just take a little bit here, you know. You do it all the time. I know you do it. You get around certain friends. Nah, you good, thank you, right? Some of y'all, somebody could come up to you right now and give you $1 million. You'd be like, nah, my bad, you good, bro. It's cool, I don't need it. Whole time you really do need it, right? When it comes down to the ego and stuff, so many people dumb themselves down and be like, no, it's okay. No, I'm fine here. Like, oh, I don't need to be the richest ever. I don't need that much success, you know. I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at them. They got everything. Like, they just want everything in the world. Oh, they're ego driven. They have everything in their life, right? A lot of people talk like that. Right? Oh, they're rich. Oh my God, they're such a bad person. Maybe you need to become that bad person, right? Because while you're calling that person a bad person, an evil person for having a lot of money, for being successful, they're living their best life. A lot of the time, those people are helping other people, right? We need to let go of this aspect of thinking like success and going towards your dream and having whatever you want in the world is a bad thing. Sometimes you look at yourself and you be like, damn, I don't know. I'm gonna be a bad person when that happens, right? You think people gonna look at you negatively and stuff. Fuck them at this point. Fuck them. Because you really start understanding when you get to that level, how many people can you help? How many more of your family members can you help? Right? You really start understanding how everything was thought backwards to you. You were taught that being successful and being rich was a bad thing, which is crazy, right? A lot of people have like money beliefs, you know, negative money beliefs. I used to, right? I used to look at money as a bad thing. I used to look at getting money from people as taking. If you guys don't know, you know, I pretty much became successful off of my clothing brand, right? People buy my clothes, you know, in person. They be like, yo, I want to purchase your clothes. I feel bad. I'm giving them the clothes. They're giving me the money, but I'm still feeling bad, right? Because I had a negative attachment to money. Start thinking about yourself. Like, what's your attachment to money? What's your relationship with money, right? If I came up to you and gave you $1 million right now, I was like, here, what would you say? Would you say, oh, I don't know, I don't deserve it, bro, chill, right? When you think of yourself making $100,000 a month, every single month, how does that feel? Does it feel like, I don't know, that's a little too much, right? You have a negative relationship with money. You will never have that breakthrough, right? Because every time you almost having that breakthrough, something will happen with that relationship, because we talked about it, everything is energy, right? Something will happen where it's like, it don't correlate. Something has to happen, right? Because who you are within must show external. So if you have a negative relationship with money, it must show on the outside. But the biggest thing is understanding that you're meant for success regardless, right? We all got limited beliefs and stuff like that, but you're meant for success. I said it earlier, you're not watching this video if you're not meant for success. You're not still watching this video at this moment if you're not meant for success. Right? You're not dreaming the things you want if you're not meant to success for success. All these thoughts are put into your mind for a reason. There's no, why would they just, what is putting the thoughts in your mind? Let's get deeper. Why is it putting it there, right? Because you could really think about being the brokest person alive. Why are you not thinking like that? I know that sounds a little like, you know what I'm saying, like illogical, but, right? Why are you thinking about being the richest? Why you think about having so much money? Why you think about quitting your 9 to 5? Why you think about moving to that place? Why you think about cutting this person off? There's a reason, man. Everything is aligned, right? You clicked on this video for a reason. Later on, you're probably gonna see a business or something. It's gonna be like, I don't know, maybe I should start that business. It's aligned. Go for it. Don't stop, right? We must understand that the world is literally built for us. We just gotta navigate through it, right? Shout out my boy, man. He gave the perfect example on the phone. He literally told me that the world is like GTA, right? My boy Chaos, if you're watching this, y'all go follow him, right? He literally said the world is like GTA. When you have a goal, there's a map, just like in GTA. I don't know if you've ever seen it. There's a yellow map with a dot. The destination's already there. It has already shown you that you're aligned. All you have to do is take the path and go, right? The thing is, a lot of people are thinking already in their head, before they take the path to go, they're already giving themselves so many excuses. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get there. I don't know if I can. Oh shit. The world is like GTA. Once you have a goal, there's a path that's being aligned, right? There's always a road. It's like, I could take this first step. The problem is you're thinking 15 miles down the line and you haven't taken the first mile. And if you think 15 miles down the line, your mind can't comprehend how you get there, right? So therefore you be like, man, I don't know, bruh. I don't know. There's a little bit of fear that comes, right? Or you have like different beliefs in the past and stuff that's happened that's contradicting, you know, what you actually see on the map. This is what we do. This is what a lot of people are doing with their life. If you put on the maps right now to go to your nearest McDonald's, and when you're about to leave, you start thinking, oh, I don't know, what if I don't make it there? Oh, what if this is, you will never go, right? If you put the nearest McDonald's, boom, you have the destination. I'm gonna get there. The destination, I'm gonna get there. The only thing that can stop you is the random thoughts that you have. Oh, what if I don't make it there? Oh, what if something bad happens? Oh, what if I run out of gas? You could be on full tank. What if I run out of gas? Oh, what if I get there, they close? You saw it was online open, but you're just thinking that way. That is what a lot of people are doing with their success. In order to get past that, you have to understand that the world, God, the universe is working for you. And you understand that by looking at your life. Think about your past thoughts and look at your reality. Good or bad is happening. Correct me if I'm wrong. Good or bad is happening. Think about your past thoughts. We have to understand that we are connected. to the divine. We're connected to God. We're connected to the universe. Whatever you believe in, you're a co-creator. You're connected to that, right? This is why you get these ideas when you be like, oh, I want a business. Boom, idea pop up. Right? I want to make $1 million. I can start this right there. Because you receive it, right? You're a co-creator. It proves you that everything is aligned for you. I'm going to keep saying it. You don't watch this video unless you're meant to be successful. The only thing that's stopping you from being successful is the aspect. It's just the aspect of you that wants to hold on to these random things, hold on to these fake beliefs, right? Like I said, it's literally equivalent to you putting out your nearest map to your nearest McDonald's. And you're like, I'm gonna go there. And right when you're about to hop out the door, you're like, what if I don't make it? Yo, the path is already aligned, bro. You just have to take that path. Right? Chances are, most of the time, the reason why you're not taking that path and you're not going down that road is because of things that happened in the past with people. We talked about it a lot, right? We talked about being in the present moment. We talked about the past, the future. You have to understand that the future is the present moment, right? The present, your present, it's a present. It starts right now. This video, you're watching from my past. The video you're watching in this current moment is from my past, bro. Right? When you understand that, I'm one step ahead of you, man. I didn't already uploaded the video. If you're a YouTuber, I'm one step ahead of you. You're watching from my past. I'm in the future, probably making another video. What does that tell you? Your future is right now. What you're doing while you watch this video, after you watch this video, is your tomorrow. So why you think about the past? Why you think about when you messed up? Why you think about the business you failed? Why are you thinking about this person that cut you off? Why are you thinking about all that? When you think about your past, you're initially making it your present, which is going to be your future. You're continuing the timeline. To be somebody new, you must cut this timeline off and start fresh. If you're always having negative thoughts, you must allow these negative thoughts to pass in this present moment. If it's about your past, if it's about whatever that happened, or it could be about your future, you have to cut it off now and become who you want to be in the present, which initially will be your tomorrow, right? Right now you made the decision of, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be a millionaire, bro. That's it. I'm done. I'm quitting my job. I'm gonna start this business that I'm holding on. I'm gonna start this career. I'm gonna start posting. Fuck it. I'm done. Right at that exact moment, you are aligned to that new person. The only thing you need to do is hold it on. Is hold on to it. What do I mean by hold on to it? Continue being it, right? If this person usually wakes up and they film a video, you got to do it now. You can't wake up no more and watch YouTube, bro. You can't wake up no more and watch the basketball game, right? You can't do that. You can't wake up no more and bullshit your life. You have to be that person. That's the shift. It's over right when you make that shift and you're able to hold on to it. Right? A lot of people talk about consistency and stuff. Consistency is not about you continuously doing the same thing all the time. Consistency is about being consistently the person you want to be until you become that person externally. So what that means is, okay, I want to be a millionaire. I'm going to start a clothing brand, right? I have a clothing brand, right? So I'm going to speak in my aspect. I'm going to start a clothing brand. Today, I'm going to post my clothing brand. I'm going to market my clothing brand. I don't see no results yet. But if I'm consistently being the version of me, this vision that I have of me being successful with a clothing brand, eventually after a lot of consistency, I'm going to be able to see it externally. I don't even rap, but I'm just connected, you know what I'm saying? So I get these thoughts and I'm giving it to y'all, right? You're going to see it after you're being consistent, right? It's a past thought, man, right? Just like I explained to y'all, this video that you're watching is currently Monday, October 20th, 3 a.m. I don't know when you're watching this video, but you are watching my past. Right? I'm in the present moment, but you're watching my past. We must start understanding this. Step back into the present moment and start really looking at your reality. A lot of times, you know, we move so fast. You know, you probably got a 9 to 5. You get off work, boom, you got to go home. You probably got kids. Yo, I got to do this, I got to do that. I don't even have time to think. Sometimes, yo, go outside. This is what I did right now. It's 3 a.m. and I wasn't going to film this video. I came outside to get some, you know what I'm saying, some cool little air. Right? Came outside, look outside, you know, look at life. Look how beautiful the city is. Right? right? But sometimes when you're in these silent moments, you start looking at life, you start understanding things, right? Just a second ago, I got this idea from being outside and looking at my reality and understanding how far I got, right? That silent moment gave me this idea. You start seeing, damn, I really made it far. Everything I've ever wanted in my life, I've gotten it. You start understanding that, right? It may not have been when you wanted it, but everything that you have ever wanted in your life, you've gotten it. Once again, that power, that energy, it's here for you. This world works for you, right? Right now, if you shift your reality, you're like, okay, you know, from now on, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna work on my business. What's gonna happen? A lot of the times your friends are gonna drop. Your old friends, oh, you can't be friends with them no more. They just fall off. Maybe weird things that happen, y'all just fall off. A few months later, new friends come in. Now they teaching you more about business. Now y'all become successful. What was that worked for you in that way? And if that thing is working for you that way, and it's clearly showing you that it's here for you, right? Why are you not doing the same thing with your success? Why is there fear of who you need to be? I don't know what y'all believe in. I really honestly don't care, to be honest, right? Your belief is your belief. That I understand, because your world is your world, right? You create your own reality. I can't speak about creating your own reality and not care about your reality to the point where, you know, it makes me feel a certain way. That's fucking crazy to me. Anybody who ever does that, you know, I don't want to see no comments in the comments down below going on religion and left and right, and I just don't want to see it, right? Because everybody got their own reality, right? That's the beautiful part of this world, is we have the ability to create our own thing. But what is that power that you see? What is that power that keeps showing you things, right? Is it really a coincidence? Is there such a thing as a coincidence? How the hell can it be a coincidence if I thought about it and it just happened? How the fuck is that a coincidence? Is that not something greater? Back to what I was saying in this video, you're meant for success. You don't watch this video for no reason. You don't think of the business, the ideas, every single thing. Even if you're not applying them, there is a reason they're put into your mind. And you need to start understanding who the fuck you are in order to grab them ideas and make it happen. Create your reality. Paint the fucking picture. Grab the paintbrush and start painting. Right? How the fuck you gonna wanna draw a picture, but you don't wanna grab the paintbrush? Oh, I got this picture I wanna draw. Damn, that shit gonna be so hard. Grab the fucking paintbrush. Grab the paintbrush and draw the picture. Next thing you know, you procrastinating left and right instead of doing what you need to do. Grab the picture and do it. Understand how this world is aligned to you, man. Understand how where I am right now was meant to be based on who I was 3 years ago. I had this idea 3 years ago. Hey, I'm gonna start posting on Instagram. Started posting. Boom, all of a sudden I just blow up randomly, right? I don't want to go to college. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Never thought about going to college. I didn't even know what I was going to go to college for, right when I graduated, right? I'm African, right? I got West African parents, Cameroonian. So in my head, you know, college is the route. But I'm in my head, I don't want college. I don't know what I'm going to do. I post on Instagram, it blows up, right? Random time again, I get this idea, right? Hold on. I could start a clothing brand. I could make my own clothes, right? I'm already into fashion. I can make my own clothes. I make the clothes. Right? Never had a job, never did anything like that in my life. First clothing brand job, I made $3,000. Like I said, I've never had a job, right? So to me, making $3,000 in about 2 days at 17 years old is like, whoa, we got something here. All I did was double down, right? A few months later, I believe it was November, around the same exact time, right? It's October, but around the same exact time, November, I made my first $24,000 in sales by myself in my parents' crib. They don't even know. At the moment, they don't even know I'm making this money, right? I'm sitting at home in a room on my phone, making $24,000 at 17 years old. I believe it was 18 years old now at the time, right? All that led to this. A single shift, a single thought, a single, I want to be successful. I want to be different. I don't want to go to college, right? Of course, I had a little bit of pressure at the time. Like I said, I'm West African, right? If any of my African niggas in here, y'all know the pressure that comes with this, right? I'm like, I want to do something different. Shift happened, right? Right at that moment, the shift happened. I want to do something different. I don't want to go to college. I don't know. Let me just start something. Right? I got an idea. I applied the idea, right? This is around COVID as well. This is around like quarantine time, you know what I'm saying, when we had COVID. Y'all remember like 2021, 2022, right? So you know you already bored, right? It might have been a little easy for me. I'm already bored in the crib, so I can't really procrastinate. Man, fuck it, I'm bored anyways. I'm bored. You know, my family tell me go to college, this is that. I don't want to go to college. Man, I might as well do this right here. Right? There was no resistance there. I just did it. A few years later, look where we are. This is just the beginning, right? For me, this is just the beginning, right? Like, this is nothing. Nothing at all to me. Same thing for you, right? You have grown too, right? Things have aligned for you too. Everything that I did aligned to me. I've said this in so many different videos. I wake up every single day. I close my eyes, visualize myself being the best version of me. And it kept happening over and over. I said in a few videos I was going to show y'all my journal, but I might do that in my next video. I'm upstairs right now. But in my journal, every single thing I've ever wanted is written down. Every single thing I've ever wanted is written down. Right? I got move out my parents' crib. I did that. I wrote that down. I just said I wanted a 1-bedroom apartment. I wrote that down. I made that shit happen. Right? I just started taking the action. I aligned myself. I started feeling like the version of me that was already moved. I used to live far away from the city. If y'all don't know, I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I stayed all the way far from the suburbs. Like if you know about Georgia and stuff, you know the city of Atlanta is the city. Everything else is dead. Everything else is like country or suburban. I used to live 40 minutes away. Right? The first thing I did to align myself was I came here every single day. 40-minute drive every single day. I'll be out here at 3 a.m. around this time, just walk in the city by myself, no crib. Right? I'll drive out here, just walk the city, look around, and be like, damn, this is where I live. Like I feel it. I used to listen to music driving home, driving down the highway like, damn, I'm heading to my crib in Atlanta. Right? Funny enough, on my birthday, I believe it was 2023, 2024, I moved to the city of Atlanta, high-rise apartment. You guys can scroll down and watch all my videos, right? Like I don't just yap. The videos are there, right? You scroll, you see it, right? 19 years old, living in a penthouse, young, right? I wrote every single one of those things down. And aligned myself, started feeling like the version of me. And everything happened in that way. You can only get who you are. So now who do you need to become to understand that this success that you're having in your mind is you, is what you're supposed to go towards? Who do you need to become? Who do you need to align to? Right? What do you need to start feeling every single day? Some people feel things that they don't even know they feel. You could feel fear right now without knowing you feel fear. Right? I was once there, feel fear every single day. I used to feel fear every day. I wake up fear, wake up with this burden, like, I don't know today. I don't know. I don't feel right about today. What I had to do was close my eyes and go within and start seeing myself living a good life. Start connecting with that higher power. Right? Closing my eyes and feeling it. Right? Imagining it, living it in the present moment. I did it so much that it got connected to me. Right? It got connected to my nervous system. I don't want to go too deep, but it got connected to my nervous system. And now this is how I live my life every day. I live my life with abundance. I live my life with happiness. Right? Why do you think there's so many people that sometimes just wake up always happy? I know you always seen that dude. He wakes up every day happy as hell. Right? Or that girl wakes up every day happy as hell. It might be your friend. Wake up every day happy as hell. You ain't never seen this person sad. Why? That's what they're connected to, feeling-wise. You can only be who you are. You can only have what you are. You can only have who you are. So if I'm always feeling happy, I will always see happiness. But that's something that starts within though. You must feel that within. Your success, you must feel it within. And go get it. You must feel it within and have the confidence to go get it. Right? Like I said, a lot of people really think that they're a bad person for going towards their goal. A lot of people think that, right? Because you know, in order to go towards your goal, you gotta become a different person, right? You gotta tell your friends, nah, bro, I can't go out. Yo, bro. Yo, girl, yo. You trying to go here this Friday? What's the word? This time you can't be like, yeah, let's do it. You gotta be like, no, I don't feel like it. I can't right now. No, you're bullshit. I don't want to be around you right now. See, that's what you fear. You fear that version of yourself. You fear your homeboy and say, hey, bro, can I get $1? Nah, bro, I gotta save this money for my business. You fear that. But sometimes you gotta be a bad person, a selfish person, right, to become successful. Isn't it crazy how in movies they always paint the rich people, the successful people as villains? When the whole time these successful people are just choosing to live their life the way they want to live it. Now, I'm not saying be a dickhead, right? But it's so funny how we're programmed to think success and rich and all these things are bad. Isn't it crazy how in movies they always make the successful people be a dickhead? Please name me a successful person that you've ever seen be a dickhead. I've never been around, of course, apart from online, I have never been around a successful person be a dickhead to. I've never in my life. They're always cool. They're always kind. Yo, how you doing, bro? Right, you ask them, if they're not rushing, you could probably ask them a question like, yeah, I did this, I did that. But we're programmed on TV and movies to think, oh, the successful people is a dickhead. And what happens is if you program yourself like that, you're not going to want to be a part of that. You're not going to want to be successful. Because you think you're going to become a dickhead. You're going to think you're going to become a bad person. Maybe that's the bad person you need to become, right? Because when you really look at the other side, the people who are not successful are usually the dickhead. Why? Because they're envious, right? They're jealous of people. Oh, look at that guy. He thinks he's all that because he's rich. I never said I was all that. I never said I was all that because I'm successful, right? You start understanding that we're programmed backwards, bro. Isn't that shit crazy? The successful person is usually the good person, but you've been programmed through movies, TVs, random things, your parents, to think that the successful person is bad. Therefore, you will never be successful, right? Because think about it. Let's just break it down like super logic. You won't steal, right? You're not going to go in the store and steal. Why? Because you were programmed and thought that, hey, going to other people's shit and taking stuff is bad. So you're never going to do that shit, right? So imagine if you're doing that shit with success, though. Really imagine that. You might really be doing that. Sometimes you have to sit down and think, what do I feel about success? What do I feel about myself being successful? Right? You probably think a lot of people going to look at you weird, right? That's what I thought for the most part, right? I thought, okay, once I get success, people going to be like, look at him. He thinks he's all that, right? So then I'll dumb myself down. I'll literally do it all the time. I used to dumb myself down with whatever money I've made, you know, right? Even this view right here. Back then, I wouldn't show y'all this. I'll be really humble. I'll sit at home and just act like I don't have much, right? If you ask me, then I'll be like, yeah, you know, I'm living a pretty good life. But why am I dumbing myself down for? Because I was taught that having a lot more than I need is bad, right? I was taught that, hey, if I want something and I go get that shit easy, that's bad. Like, people gonna look at me and think I'm showing off. No, I'm just living my best life, bro. You gotta get into that mindset. Live your best life. Because the world is working for you anyways. If the world is working for me, why don't I just go ahead and live it? Why don't I just go ahead and use the tools it's giving me? How the hell is the world gonna hand you everything? Hand you the path, hand you the coincidences, hand you the idea, but you're scared to use the idea. Right? Imagine you've been walking your whole entire life, and finally somebody gift you a car. You walk to work every day, and you're scared to drive the car. Aren't you a dickhead for not taking that blessing? Shit. Aren't you a dumbass for not taking that blessing? So we have to start understanding, damn, bro, this shit really built for. Shout out my boy, man. I'm not finna say his name, but we was just literally in a call a few hours ago. He was literally telling me stuff like, he's like, yeah, like I want to do this, but I'm not sure. Like, how am I gonna get there, right? He's asking me how am I gonna get there? Like, are you sure that goal is kind of crazy? Like, you really think I'm gonna be able to do it? I said, hold on, bro. I met you a year ago. When I met you, you told me you didn't like the state you lived in. You didn't like the city you lived in, right? You didn't like the situation you was in, right? Fast forward to now, you have moved to the city you wanted to live in. You're working with somebody that you wanted to work with. You've literally manifested all this. And you're asking me, how am I gonna get this goal? What is that force that's working for you this whole time? It's leading you to your success the whole time, but you don't want to allow it, right? The fear of the unknown, the fear of not knowing how. He literally went from, I don't want to live here, I don't like this state, I need to leave, to things happening so that he do leave. He ends up in a state that he do want to live in, major city, by the way. I don't want to say it, right? Because it's like, it's his business. Major city. I'm talking about top 5 city in the world, major city. He moves. He's actually living there rent-free at the moment. I don't want to talk about how, but he's living rent-free in the city at the moment. Literally everything has aligned in its way for him. He's working with somebody, a big-time person as well, for a big-time company. How could you sit over here and ask me, how am I going to be able to achieve that goal? When you've achieved the impossible back to back to back to back, and I know you've done the same thing. You watching this, you've done the same thing. There's been times when you're like, damn, I don't know how. Damn, I don't fucking know how. Fuck, like I'm stuck here. Like, I don't know how. Like, damn, this is the worst day of my life, bro. Like, get to points where you like, damn, bro, I don't even want to live no more, bro. This shit bad. You always made it through. All right, I talked about the law of equivalent exchange last video and stuff like that. This is part of the law of equivalent exchange. You have to let go of that old version of you, bro. You have to exchange that version of you for the new you. Description down below, you know, I made a little call thing. All right, you can book a call. I do charge, you know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna be like around an hour or something. I'm not really looking for money. I'm genuinely looking to help. The thing is, my time is very tight, so, you know. Of course, I will put a price on it, and that price is a little up there. But if you want that change, if you want that ship, tap in with Dior, right? Description down below. I'm just genuinely here to help you. I don't really give a fuck, right? I don't care too much about, you know, what people think about these videos, or I don't really give a fuck, bro. I'm genuinely here to help y'all. The feeling of me helping y'all, the feeling of me reading your comments, yo, like, I really appreciate, damn, that resonated with me. I love that shit, bro. I really love that shit. I love the fact that I can put an idea into your mind and you better your life. I love the idea that I can spark something in your mind and you better your life. Because you need to understand who the fuck you are, who the fuck you've been. You will not be able to understand my message, to resonate with my message, to click on my videos, to watch my videos, if that's not a part of you. If everything I'm saying is not an aspect of you. If you're not meant to be the best you. Come on now, 3:55 on the clock while I'm saying this. If any of y'all believe in coincidences and stuff, it's 3:55 on the clock. My phone turned on by itself. No notification. I'm saying that. Right? So yeah, it's just something I wanted to say, man. I'm gonna show y'all the view and stuff like that. It's getting cold out here, so I'm gonna show y'all the little view. I do apologize for the lighting. It's not necessarily the best right now, but the cool little city of Atlanta, right? Literally used to dream of times like this, right? If you don't know, that's the Mercedes-Benz Stadium right there. You watch football. I can get in a car right now and just drive around the city for no reason. I could do that now. It might be little to a lot of y'all, but that's so much to me because I created this shit. In my mind, I created this shit. I thought about it. I was like, damn, that's what I want. Things start to align. Now I'm so past this. A lot of y'all may not know this, but I'm giving y'all a little insight, right? I'm manifested with y'all, but I'm currently thinking about probably moving to either Miami or LA. I'm not too sure yet, right? Just like weather-wise, like Atlanta is a little too cold for me. Like it's getting cold as that. Y'all see me with this big ass pussy. It's getting cold out here, so I'm already like Miami, LA. I don't know where I want to go yet, but I need to find one to hold that image, or you know, it's gonna align to me what's best for me. More likely LA right now. It's gonna align. If any of y'all in LA, shout out, y'all might see y'all out there. But I just need to align to it, and we gonna get there. Y'all gonna see what I was thinking back in October happened in December, January. I'm not sure when it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. And that's what I was holding in my mind, and y'all gonna see it in my external now. I'm not too focused on the external right now. I'm focused on more on my mind. Like I'm focused on being that person. All right, acting like that person already. You know it yourself. You was always meant for success, right? That feeling you have, you know, those dreams you have, those ideas you get left and right, it's meant for you. Become that person now. Feel like that person now, and let everything else fall into place.
Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.